Hello, welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whether you are listening from California, where most of our investors are located, or if you listen in the other part of the country, we have members located throughout the US, the member of my network, the Year Real Estate Network. And of course, there are even some foreign investors listening to this webinar. Thank you for attending. I appreciate that. My name is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. We help out-of-state turnkey investors to buy properties in our network markets, where you can achieve a passive income and remote investing and focus your time to take care of what's important for you. And you can build a real estate portfolio in any part of the good areas that we are promoting, so you can achieve your financial goals, whatever that means to you. Again, my name is Seewing Yee once again, and my special guest is no other than Mr. Justin Zawodny, our Cape Coral, Southwest Florida investment network real estate agent. And welcome, Justin, again. Thank you for your time. You're very, very busy, dealing with out-of-state investors to buy the great homes in your market, and you're very, very busy writing contracts every single day. You're an awesome network provider. Virtually every one of our investors, and I'm not exaggerating, Justin, I'm telling you once again, virtually every one of our investors that have purchased with your assistance in Cape Coral in Southwest Florida. They have some wonderful things to say about you. So I really appreciate you taking care of our investors, short-term and long-term, and we're gonna have a very good long-term relationship. That's what it's all about. Thank you for attending. So without further ado, the purpose of today's presentation, we can do a little bit something different. We're gonna show you from a high level all the pictures. We're talking the paradise of investing in Cape Coral, Southwest Florida, the value of enjoying this great investment market. It will provide you long-term results that will exceed your expectation. And furthermore, once you see the pictures and all the amenities in this market, you will be even more motivated. Who knows when, 5, 10, 15, 20 years later, when you achieve your retirement or vacationing, you could use this market with your house that you have purchased right now to enjoy many different options and strategies. And we can talk about that for you. So without further ado, here you are, Mr. Justin Zawodny. Take it away and see. Let's visualize what's going on with your market.
Thank you, Mr. Yee. Yeah, we're excited for this webinar today. Just to dive a little bit deeper into the Cape Coral market. We've been, talking about this market for probably about 1.5 years now. And again, just kind of emphasizing some of the points about why it's such a great market to be investing in. One of the things we've talked about in the past, and I'll emphasize again, we're helping investors purchase these homes as long-term wealth building tools, right? This isn't somewhere to get rich quick and make a bunch of money in a year or two. We want to know where we're going to be 10, 15, 20 years from now, just like you described. And really the Cape Coral market is really poised to be a great market on those kinds of timelines. Just to hit some of the statistics before we get into the pictures, Cape Coral is right in the middle of several really, really great areas, right? So about 1.5 hours to 2 hours north, you hit the Tampa market. Go about 2 hours to the east, you hit the Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach markets. About 45 minutes south, you're in the Naples market. 45 minutes north, you're in the Sarasota market. Cape Coral's right in the middle of all of this, very, very close to the Fort Myers market, which is very, very quickly growing. And you might say, well, why are these markets so great? They all have different pros and cons, but I'm going through some of the statistics that Mr. Yee has shared with me over the last couple of weeks. Some of the quick highlights. Naples is currently ranked the number 6 best job market in the country. Number 6. That's right down the road, Naples, Florida. Cape Coral itself is ranked number 6 in migration to a particular market. Northport, which is only 20 minutes away, is number 7. This is one of the fastest, people are moving here at the fastest pace of anywhere in the country. We want to talk about high value real estate that's holding very high prices. Well, in the state of Florida, the number 2, number 7, number 11, number 13, and number 14 most expensive zip codes are all within about 30 minutes of Cape Coral, Florida. Right? We're talking about zip codes where the median purchase price ranges anywhere from $800,000 to $1.7 million as a median. These are all high value zip codes, very, very close. And as these values expand away from the epicenter where that high value is, being close to all of that is great news for the Cape Coral market. So just a little bit of insight as to why this is so good. What's driving that migration? Why are people coming here? It's the lifestyle, right? We're in a point where you're no longer tied to an office, right? We're no longer tied to a desk. We're no longer tied to, we have to be in this place every single Monday through Friday. A lot of jobs are now remote. We can live anywhere we want. So why am I going to live in the snow when, we're here with Cape Coral, Florida, down here in Southwest Florida, right here by Fort Myers, being sandwiched right between the St. Petersburg, Tampa markets and the Miami market. Why would I stay in the snow when I can enjoy, this Cape Coral lifestyle? Cape Coral, it has more navigable canals than any other city in the world, right? Even more than Venice, which is famous for its canals. You can see, as we look through here, all these canals running through South Cape Coral, those are all backing up to residential homes where you keep your boat right behind the house, just like this picture over here. You can see this is one of the large resorts in Cape Coral right here, the high rise. Again, another option. The beaches, right? Over here on the left, we have the Naples Pier. That would be about 45 minutes south of Cape Coral. On the right, we have Fort Myers Beach, one of the most popular vacation destinations anywhere. They broke ground earlier this year. They're building a Margaritaville resort. Going to be bringing tens of thousands of people a year to Fort Myers Beach. Creating jobs and just creating more drive for this market. When people vacation somewhere over and over and over, just makes it more and more likely they're eventually going to buy something there. So having large resorts like that is great for the properties. About 20 minutes away in Cape Coral. We have this great, highly desirable market. We have all these people moving here. What can we do with these homes, these investment homes, to help make it work? Some of the options that we have are the single family homes. So you can see here on the left, this was the 4-bedroom home we've been doing. On the right, this is our 3-bedroom home. We still have a couple of these available. You'll notice these are really, really good looking, great homes with high rental demand, very, very high rental demand, which is great for our owners. We're keeping them occupied a huge percentage of the time. Some of the things you'll notice that are a little bit different about the homes here in Florida, the exterior, it is stucco, but it's all concrete block construction. It's built to one of the strictest building codes in the country. The roof, they're going to keep a relatively low roof line, makes it more resistant to the wind if we do have any storms. And all of the homes that we sell, they come prefabricated with aluminum shutters that'll go over these windows if there ever was a storm coming. So these are homes that are built to last and for long periods of time, while keeping the maintenance as low as possible, which is key to an investment. Another option that we've had a great amount of success is the duplexes. So what you see here is half of a duplex. You'll see they each have 1-car garage. They have 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. Very, very similar construction to the single family, just a little bit different type of property. What you can't see over here on the right side, this unit is mirrored, so you get 2 identical properties side by side. Really, really excellent properties. They're getting about $2,000 a month right now in rent per side. incredible amount of cash flow coming from these several $100s a month, which is key. You know, as we've seen these rising interest rates, you know, we're doing our best to help rental rates keep up. You know, some cases it's required a little bit of additional funds in order to buy, but you know, it's definitely setting up this rental market to be very, very strong for several years to come, as you know, really it becomes more and more difficult for someone to buy a primary home. You know, the higher that interest rate gets, the lower their purchasing power gets, and the more likely it is they continue to renew and rent with us for a long period of time, which is going to help our occupied rates quite a bit. We're gonna stay pretty full for quite a while, I think. You know, which is really great news. I mean, this Cape Coral market, it's poised to be a very, very strong market, not just next year or in 18 months. I'm talking decades from now. I really don't see anything that's stopping it from looking very similar to like a Tampa St. Pete type market on that kind of timeline.
Yep. Justin, if I may say something, from my perspective as an investor, if an investor, if you're able to put down 25% down payment or even 30% down payment, the price of this single family home and this duplex is the numbers still make sense, even with the higher interest rate that we're facing right now. You can achieve at least break even, maybe even a slight positive cash flow. So that is the benchmark. This is what's happening. So what you're seeing in the Cape Coral market, or no different than many other markets in a country where you have record low supply of inventory of homes, you still have high demand, even with the interest rate being high. And then on top of that, you have skyrocketing rents. So, you know, so all these numerical factors comes into play, and then makes it, as an investor, a very much a good situation, numerically speaking, when you analyze an investment. But it's important that you need to look at beyond the first year projection, cash flow or pro forma wise, because even when you get a little bit of cash flow, that's only one small component of your purchase. But if you project over periods of time for the next 7 to 10 years, and giving that you can get an amazing financing with a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, which is a hedge against inflation. If you project the IRR, the internal rate of return of a particular investment, and this investment are no different, you will see over time when you increase your rent based on inflation, the rent increase, you can achieve more positive cash flow down the road. Furthermore, your renter is going to pay down your mortgage over time in the next 10 to 20 years. And then you could achieve, even at a modest 5 to 7 annual appreciation growth. If you look at all three numerical factors, at the end of 10, 15, 20 years, you're going to have a very, very positive result on investment. So just have to think long term. Is not only about initial cash flow, but the prices are still rising. So if you're able to lock in the current interest rate, which is still historically low, believe it or not, at whatever rate right now for investors, like 6%, whatever. And I say it again, it's still historical low, because if you look back, your parents or your grandparents' time back in 1980s, the mortgage interest rate at that time was as high as 18%. All right, so you guys are spoiled. Homeowners have been spoiled in the past 2 years with record low interest rate. So at the end of the day, invest for long term because the price is still rising. And Justin have great relationship with the local builders. In fact, we didn't have it on a preparation, but because Justin worked directly with the builders, you're getting some value discount, because if you look at the Zillow with a typical similar floor plan done by another builder out there in the Cape Coral market, a competing builder, you will see the retail price on Zillow is at least $50,000 to $75,000 higher if an investor would try to buy these kind of houses in an open market. Because Justin, he worked with our network, he have a great relationship with the builder. He supplied the local builder with so many great high quality buyers. He was able to get a group discount, a deep discount. You buy undervalued property, people, investors buying through Justin, and you know who you are. We have some great testimony experiences. You have some walk-in equity by pulling trigger, locking into this interest rate, locking today's prices, because the prices will go up. Okay, not as much as the double-digit or triple-digit appreciation you might have experienced 18 months ago, but because of record low inventory and still high demand, your house is going to grow over time. How much we don't know. So anyway, enough of my perspective.
Yeah. I mean, you hit on some really great points. I think the most overvalued statistic when looking at a rental home is the cash flow, right? Even if we have a property that's break even, zero cash flow, I mean, there are investors who are absolutely going to say, absolutely not, that's not right for me, I'm not making any money. They don't look deep enough into the numbers to see that even on a property that's even, we're not taking any money home month to month, at the end of a long-term holding period, 10, 15 years down the line, the appreciation paired with the amount of mortgage that's paid down by somebody else, you still see about 15% return on your money year over year. That's a great investment, right? You're going to be hard pressed to find many other investments that are turning that kind of return. And that's without taking a dime month to month, which wouldn't happen. By the end of year 15, you would have cash flow because rent rises over time. So definitely things to keep in mind. The other thing, like you said, the buying, locking in a price and getting the discount. Going through some of these examples, these homes over here, the 4-bedroom, 2-bath, we really don't have any more inventory on these available. When we brought these to the market, a lot of investors, they locked in prices anywhere between about $325,000 and $350,000. When they have inventory back available to offer, right now their target price in a month or two is $460,000 is what they're going to be releasing those at. So incredible value by locking in that price, waiting on the construction, and then purchasing through us. Same thing over here. The 3-bedroom, 2-bath, we have one home available right now, ready for a contract today. It would be $380,000. Because of the relationship we have with the builder. If we look on the just Zillow, on the MLS, we're looking for a home exactly like it. The comps range anywhere from $390,000 to $405,000. And that is with the buyer taking over the balance of the water assessment. The $380,000 price that we locked in, the seller pays off the assessment. We never have to deal with it. It's paid off by the time we take possession of it, which increases cash flow by $3,000 a year. I mean, significant addition to the cash flow by lowering those property taxes and paying off the water assessment. Same thing over here, the duplexes. We have one home. It's ready for immediate, contract. $550,000. She'll be ready in somewhere between 4 and 6 months. Again, if you look Zillow, MLS, anything like that, if you go on to buy one of those duplexes, every single one is on the market for anywhere between $589,000 and $599,000 for a brand new duplex. So almost $50,000 in savings, just because the builder knows how reliable our investors are. They know that we're going to lock in the price. We're going to buy the home as soon as it's ready, and it makes a very smooth, easy transaction for them. And they want to work with us. So certainly a lot of value there with these homes, these different properties. Definitely some inventory, not a lot, but some inventory available for the right investor. We just definitely need to pull the trigger, because that inventory, like I said, it's one of these duplexes, one of those single families, what I can guarantee is available today. Anything beyond that, we're kind of working to see what other inventory the builder has in the works. So it's a little bit trickier from there, but certainly some good inventory at great prices for the investors who are ready to move forward.
That's right, Justin. One more thing, but Justin also being a property manager yourself, so you will take care of the investors' homes for a long time to come, and then getting the renter. I mean, on a single family homes, even at 380K, you're gonna get a renter in, gonna pay you $2,600 rent. I mean, that's easy. I mean, getting the renter, is no problem because there's a shortage of homes in this market to buy, and there's an acute shortage of homes to rent. So the bidding war by renters. So that should not be a problem.
Yeah.
And the rent will, as long as the rent or keeping up with the appreciation, you're gonna get, amount of cash flow as a starting point. So, but we don't know the future. So important for you guys to have a sense of urgency and pull the trigger before, the rates gets higher, before the home prices get higher, before the rents may not catch up with the appreciation scenario in the future. So the best time to buy is right now, and you need to buy real estate and wait instead of wait to buy real estate. So Justin, tell the audience what in terms of amenities available. There's just so much outdoor activities because sunshine and everything, and then talk about the exit strategy down the road, right? Some of these homes, you have a lot of flexibility as an investor to convert it into a principal home if you want to convert your homes in the future to become as a vacation home or even a short-term rental using Airbnb. So there's a lot of flexibility associated because this market is not only a pure investment home purchase market for investors, but it's a vacation home type of market. It's an Airbnb type. It's a vacationing, part-time vacationing people coming, snowbirds coming from the north every year come down here to vacation, and retirees and millennials are moving in here. One more thing, I'm on a roll, Justin, just hold tight, because when I look at the not only people continue to flocking to this area, the migration patterns, you can look at other metrics. Is people who are flocking into Florida, number one most popular job and population growth. People from Northeast New York City, New Jersey, they're coming down here to live, to work, to play because of the remote investing. People move from urban areas to suburban, and Cape Coral and Southwest Florida is a suburban market. That's the path of growth. People from California coming over here to retire, to invest, people from Midwest, people from Northeast. I mean, not only that, something you may not have known. If you look at a deep dive, which I do and Justin does, because this is what we do full time as investors, in the neighboring city, Justin alluded to it. I mean, the Miami, Fort Lauderdale market, I mean, that market has some skyrocketing appreciation, skyrocketing rent, and making the locals in the South Florida unaffordable. So we are beginning to see some migration trends of potential buyers in the South Florida area. They cannot afford the South Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach. They are, and the renters, they're paying $3,000 or more of rents in the South Florida. So we're not going to be surprised if the people in South Florida are going to migrate into Southwest Florida, because Southwest Florida is cheaper, right? At least for now, it's lower rents, lower house prices. And one more thing, Justin, hold tight. And Tampa, Tampa Metro, if you look at all the metrics, all the research, is one of the top one or top two in the fastest growing real estate market in the country, Tampa Metro. So that area is, the locals living there is also being unaffordable. The skyrocketing prices in the Tampa, 2 hours to the north, and Sarasota, and along the Gulf Coast, they could be potentially moving down to Southwest Florida, Cape Coral area, because of for the same reason I just stated up on South Florida. So I mean, there's so many directions of people moving into Southwest Florida. I mean, it's so obvious. Justin, you need to stop. I need to stop talking. I can go on forever. Justin, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of benefit to buying a home where everyone wants to be. And we say, well, the last 2 years, you can see all the data that's truly accelerated that. But it's not really a new trend either. I mean, Southwest Florida has been growing for 40 years, right? There's go back to the aerial shot here. So when Cape Coral started, it was actually really just this portion. You can't quite see it off the map here. There's a bridge. This road that runs across here is a bridge just about here. This portion out here is where it all started. There was nothing here at all until the late 60s is when they started developing. And really, most of it is, I mean, most of this portion over here wasn't even built until 2000. So this is something that's been rapidly accelerating for a long time. We're just really seeing it accelerated even more because of COVID and all the freedom that provided to people. But you know, the name of the game with real estate is buying where people want to be. Right? You can you know, with these homes, you know, if you want to change it to a you know, luxury Airbnb, certainly could do that. You know, we can replace the flooring, we can, you know, furnish it with great furniture, put in incredible marble countertops and a luxury resort style pool in the back, and we can charge a fortune on Airbnb for it. It'll be great. Change everything about it. We're never going to change where it is. Right? We're never going to change that land that it's built on. That's the only part that you're always stuck with. Yes, we can't pick up and go move it to somewhere where people want to be in 20 years. You know, we need to get it now while we can in a place where people want to come and have been coming for a long, long time. So that's really where that opportunity is. You know, we're still getting these great low maintenance new construction homes in a highly, highly desirable market that is poised to continue to be desirable for a long, long time. You know, that's where that true value really is in this entire process.
Yeah, Justin, we're about a few minutes from finishing up this presentation. What I have to say is, this place is paradise, right? Like the name of your PowerPoint. It is paradise. You know, what's the cost of paradise? And they don't build. You can't build any more homes at this price. You project 10 to 15 years. Whatever you pay for your investment home right now, I would be comfortable in guessing that 10 to 15 years later, your house could be worth a lot more than it is today. So that, you know, and furthermore, I mean, look, whether you're retiree or millennials, I mean, there's so much activities here. I mean, there are boating, there are surfing, there are kayaking, outdoor activities. I mean, it's just so much to do. You can, here's my takeaway, right? You know, you invest, you play, you enjoy, you know, what else can you ask for? I mean, when you reaching financial freedom, you have the freedom to enjoy traveling, enjoy to be in a resort area, in a warm weather area, a lot of outdoor activities for multi-generational people, you know, parents, grandparents, and children and young children. They all enjoy the lifestyle that you have in Southwest Florida, which you cannot get in most other areas in the United States, right? I mean, the other areas in California, wow, you pay $2 million for this kind of homes or even more. So anyway, that's my takeaway. So what is your 30-second takeaway for you, Justin? So what is your recap? And then we're done with this presentation.
Yeah, I mean, just to recap, you know, we still have a little bit of inventory remaining. You know, we certainly have more opportunities coming, you know, over time, but I can't stress it enough as I have been for about 2 years now. I mean, the best time to act, if you have any interest in this, is now. You know, ask the investors who invested 2 years ago, you know, with the first webinar we did. There's nothing about waiting a month or 2 or 3 or 4 is going to improve the long-term performance on this home significantly. If anything, it's only hurt over the recent years. The time to act is now. There's great inventory available, and you know, we're certainly ready to move forward with some more investors.
That was good, Justin. Enjoy talking to you once again. You always bring a tremendous perspective, very motivating, very exciting to to work with you in this market. You have a lot of potential. You and your property management company, yourself, you're very caring. You help investors every step of the way. You are one of my best network turnkey provider, and I promote other markets as well. So I say this very, very honestly, with transparency in whatever. So people need to know that, because I truly believe that. So great working with you. Continue the good work, and we'll our investors are happy with buying in your market with your help. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for attending to the Seewing Yee from the Yee Listen Network, and Justin Zawodny from Southwest Florida, Cape Coral. Thank you so much, Justin, for your time. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.